gotta stay fly. Okay, guys, it's your boy dwayzeonblaze. You know the name, you know the face, you know the time, you know the place. And today we back again by Fair 2. We back again. Okay, today we're reacting to Past the Orcs or Who's Orcs or whatever this channel is called. But he dropped an interesting video and it's titled Some People Just Shouldn't Blow Up. So I wanted to get into this. Let's see. Why is he saying some people shouldn't blow up, guys? Come on. Everybody deserves a chance. Everybody deserves a shot, bro. All right? Let's get into it, though. Let's see what is cooking with the wrist, wrist motion. All right, let's get into it.
We live in an era where you're one video, one tweet, one mention, one song away from changing your life. And then just blowing up and acting like you don't know nobody.
Whoa. That was Ice Spice. Wait. I'm sorry, guys. I gotta look at that. I gotta investigate. Wait, that was Ice?
An era where you're one video, one tweet, one mention, one song away from changing your life. And then just...
No ways, bruv. No ways, bro. She looked like a nice, caring, calm white girl. She don't look like a twerker here. Look at her on the left here. She looks so calm, so nice. This is the type of girl I want to date. Look at her. And then look on the right. You can already see. On the right, it's corruption, bruh. That's corruption. It's twerkers, it's chains. Okay, she was wearing a chain back there. I won't lie. But, damn. I don't know, man. She looks so innocent there. Bro, I'm sorry.
Just blowing up and acting like you don't know nobody. But it's sad to say, and maybe a little bit controversial to say, artists probably should never blow up.
What do you mean?
At least for the sake of the art and the mental well-being of the artist. But for the sake of your pockets,
Nah, come on, don't hit me.
Do you like having a P.O. box but are tired of wasting time and money driving to the post office? And I posted one?
Bro, it's so dark in here.
I guess, yeah, go ahead. Of course, I'm speaking in a perfect world, because I'm going to deal with a little bit of mental warfare to get my next dollar too.
Me too.
I think we all would.
All right, we all.
But is it really a necessity? Let's talk about it. What is blowing up? Going from 0 to 100, or maybe 5 to 100, 10 to 100, whatever. At the extreme, it's just an artist that doesn't have a fully...
That hat doesn't look like a DJ, man. You see this hat there?
10 to 100, 10 to 100, whatever. At the extreme...
This is the DJ, bruh. Nah, this hat is not giving DJ, bruh. That's all I'm saying. She's not giving DJ, bruh. This hat is giving DJ here. This one with the black hair, the Chinese looking hat. This hat is
just
DJ.
An artist that doesn't have a fully developed sound yet. A respected catalog. Or just a fan base to pull from that isn't majority people in their city. They don't have a developed team. They don't have an understanding of how the industry really works.
Bro, why are they saying Tyla shouldn't blow up? Don't do my girl Tyla like that, bruh. How dare you? How dare you, sir?
They go from that to an overnight sensation because, they drop some content that either really resonated with people or it's getting memed to death. Either way, the music is now in rotation and all eyes are on them. That's really what I'm talking about.
Oh, wait. Oh, why it was with Tyla?
And again, I'll make a distinction. Not to say that people shouldn't, aim to blow up or shouldn't try to be successful.
Bro, what's man?
It's just... there's a lot more that comes with it than you know, and that's why a lot of people end up where you don't want to be. We live in an age where platforms like TikTok have the power to catapult artists into instant fame. All it takes is a catchy video, a nice little dance, a couple of memes, any and everything, honestly.
I'm gonna say, this day and age, if you're a Han, bruh, if you're a Han and you look good and you can hold a beat or you can hold a rhythm, bro, You've technically made it, bruh. That's how easy it is these days with these platforms and whatnot, bro. Especially for Hans, because Hans always get glazed on these platforms.
Take you from a brand new artist to Billboard charting. And as a producer, I know just how lovely the idea of, blowing up one day and having your life change overnight sounds. But
I wish.
Rapid success is not all it's cracked up to be.
I wish.
They never lie when they said how quick you get it is how quick you lose it.
Woo.
Especially when you're not prepared. With the speed of viral fame comes a whole lot of pressure and expectations that...
Man's making me mad. Stop showing Tyla, bruh. Tyla's not involved in this mess, okay?
a lot of people are not ready for. The same platform that launched you into stardom makes it so much harder for you to have a good career. Developing a sound, it takes time, it takes experience, it takes collaboration, it takes experimentation. And artists that have that overnight quote unquote blow up are usually lacking this.
A
few of them have done
Spice.
some of the groundwork, but not enough to really make themselves stick. And that's not to say that they don't have the ability to get there, but getting there in the public spotlight makes everything just a little bit harder.
Bro,
Instead
everybody
of honing their craft and
why do people keep stealing Yachty's intro? Let it be for Yachty, bro. Yachty did that, not y'all, man. Stop AIing it. Stop it.
Experimenting and learning while they're still broke and not that many eyes on you. Now every song that you drop is held to a certain standard, and you end up dropping songs that you may or may not have kept in the vault if you really had time to develop more more music, better music. This lack of foundational growth can lead to just the sound feeling inconsistent. They're unsure of themselves. So of course the music is not sure of itself.
I do want to say Ice Spice needs to start thinking about switching up her sound, bro. Because I just think it's like people are so used to it now. Like at the beginning it was dope, it was cool. And like I'm not even an Ice Spice hater. Like I actually like some of her songs, to be honest, bro. I'm not even gonna cap, bro. Like I think the beats are so dope. Like she's got a cool cadence. Like I'm not listening to it for lyrics or some mind-blowing revelation. No, bro. I'm listening just for vibes. It's sometimes, you're at the party, you're turning up, you're drunk, you're lit. Ice Spice come on, you're going crazy. All right?
Which is why we see so many people blow up on TikTok and then never make anything like that again. Or God's on your side, you blow up and then you end up getting a good team and you just end up...
Every time he says this stuff like this, it's always got to be Tyla in the picture. Stop putting Tyla in your mess, please.
Signing a great deal where they push you anyway. The music itself still suffers and we all see that you suck. But, at least we can attach to your personality, or maybe you got a fat ass. So we just ignore everything else that's bad about you. And some people would not complain. For those who love it more than money, though, that's not where you'd want to be at. With this new fame comes a lot of pressure from fans, labels, and the media. And these new stars
are
under a lot of pressure to replicate that same viral success again and again. But the problem here is they don't actually have the formula. Some people do, though, like a Tommy Richman or a Shabuzi. You can see the work that's been put in. You've seen the audience being built in real time.
Yo, Tommy's dope, bro. I wouldn't even lie. Tommy's dope, bro. Like, I thought it was just another pop dude, like, a one-hit wonder dude, but it's actually pretty dope, bro. But yeah, anyway.
And then you see the pop. They had the industry relationships, they built the management, they built the team. It made sense. And overall, they developed a sound way before that first song went up. Even with that, though, they're still not exempt from the allegations. The industry plant allegations, or even worse, the...
Imagine a client.
I don't want to imagine shit, bruh. Shut the hell up, bruh. Please. We don't need you. We don't want your cameras, dog. Relax.
Why is this guy here? Allegations.
If you're someone that likes this song, you are a clown.
Beep, 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 beep.
What song you talking about, Flex? This song. I don't know what the rest of his songs sound like. I don't even know who Tommy Richman is. It sounds like a shoe store.
All this is not to say that nobody can rise to the challenge.
Bro, that's hate, bruh. Did you see the hate, dog? Sounds like a shoe store. Bruh. Come on, bruh. Tommy's dope, bruh. Don't hate on Tommy.
But sadly, on average, they do not. But I feel like in a perfect world, given the time, they probably could have. But they were thrown into the fire, so to speak. And some of you might say, hey, if you couldn't rise to the challenge, you weren't meant to be. But I don't really feel like that. I just like the art. So I would love to see more developed versions of every single artist that we have out right now. Because at times I'm listening to the music and I'm just like, how did this make it past so many A&Rs?
How did it make it past?
But, when you think from a finance perspective.
It's not about making it past A&Rs. It's about who's hot, who's lit, who's popping. And as long as that person releases a song, it doesn't matter what the song sounds like. They're going to push it. As long as the person's hot. Oh, I pushed the wrong button.
Or just trying to get a dollar's perspective. It makes sense. Not everybody is as invested in the art side of it as someone like me or you. And that's just the breaks. Dealing with widespread expectations and developing an actual sound are both things that come from having built an actual fan base. A loyal fan base is built over time through consistent interaction, engagement, or development of a persona that people just want to know more about, something they can relate to. The guys nowadays are trying to build an aura. Or some people just have that personality where they're everybody's friend and people just want to see you win. But artists that pop, without any groundwork put in, they make it a lot harder on themselves to build that fan base.
True.
Because the fans that come from a viral hit leave just as fast to the next.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, when you catch a viral hit and you haven't done the work to build up your fan base and to really, like, have some sort of organic appeal, like, I think there's a disconnect once you blow up. And those fans, they move on very quickly because they were a fan of what you did, not necessarily of you, right? And once that moment goes, they go with the moment and they're on to the next moment. So he's really right about that. I ain't gonna lie.
Next viral hit. You have the opportunity to, build it bit by bit, but unless you're making music that caters to the same wide audience that you hit at first, it's quiet for you.
I feel like Taylor Swift is like the most like iconic white girl of like the past 10 years at least, bro. Like, I don't think there's another white girl we can put past Taylor Swift. Like, she's the white girl, bro. She's the one.
But those that have built the loyal fan base at core and then pop, it's a super cheat code. They can go back and attach to older music, and there's a group of people with enough.
I like that he's showing Doja, because Doja definitely built her fan base for a long time. People think Doja came out of nowhere, but Doja been doing this since 2012, bro. I think maybe even before 2010, dog. I think I first heard of Doja around 2013, if I'm not mistaken. It might have been a year or two later. So yeah, she been grinding.
Proof that, okay, this guy is good. Look at Batz. Although he does have the correct team, the industry knowledge, the expectations are still what's drawing him.
Batz doesn't look like what he sounds like. You know what I mean? He just doesn't look R&B-ish at all.
And the lack of the fan base, of course. You can see the Billboard articles calling his music unlistenable or whatever they said. And the regular flyby fans turned on him the second the music started sounding a little bit different. When you don't have a lot of catalog, people want to hear the same song over and over again, just better every time. And it's very hard to feed that need. But honestly, I believe he can figure it out.
He seems to be having a hard time following that track up with something that is even half as interesting. So yeah, this thing is underwhelming. It's pointless. It's rushed. It is lacking in depth.
We talked about lack of time, development, fan base, but even still, there's just a lack of industry knowledge in general. Like, imagine you're a 17 to 21-year-old kid. You make a couple of songs, and then one of them pops and people are putting contracts in front of you. The music industry is a treacherous place,
it's a trap,
as a lot of us know.
It's a trap.
And new artists that rise to fame typically don't have enough understanding to navigate it correctly.
Get finessed.
And unless you're savvy enough or lucky enough to get somebody who does and won't, steal from you, you might end up in some bad deals.
Yo, who remembers JoJo, bruh? I used to be crushing on JoJo. JoJo was like, she was just like that cool older Han that you wanted, bruh. You're like, damn, I wish, if I really had game, bruh. I'd be risen.
In bad situations, which only make your experience much worse. Really think about all the artists that you've seen pop out of nowhere over the last couple of years on social media or wherever else. What percentage of them actually, one, followed up with good music, and two, stuck around for more than a couple of months?
What the hell?
We're cycling new people in and out. And it's really representative of the idea that it's not that they can't make good music, it's that they don't have the ability to repeat it. At some point, it was good. It's just they came in the game a little bit too early. Pause. And then fall into the many pitfalls of entering the music industry unprepared. Now, this is...
I don't know know if Ice Spice is unprepared. Do you think she's well, I guess he's not saying Ice Spice. He just has a picture of her there. But I mean, she's part of the video, right? So for me, I really don't think she's unprepared. I think she's pretty actually prepared, to be honest. I just think she doesn't really understand how to go to the next level yet. I think that's really where she is. And I think everybody kind of goes through that phase where they're trying to figure out what next, you know? I think that's where she is.
This is not to discourage anybody from trying to pop overnight. Please still do. It's more of a, think about your situation while you do it. Like, at least try to develop yourself as an artist. Don't worry about trying to make it immediately. You can still do that content, jump in the harbor, slap a grandma, play your song in a giant, whatever you do to try to pop. But spend the same amount of time actually trying to create a sound.
Man said slap a grandma.
Trying to throw shows. Trying to be seen in public, build something.
Let me tell you, this is simple, guys. Don't try and find a sound. I think that's the worst piece of advice ever. I think go with what the sound is right now. Go without this thing. The thing of you gotta stand out. That's something from a long time ago. Nowadays, you have more of a chance to make it into the game if you sound like somebody else or you have something like somebody else. Now, I'm not saying take somebody's swag or whatever, but take some pointers, use that to get into the game. And then once you're in the game, then you come with your sound switch and your thing. This thing of, like, I get what you mean, but I think this is a microwave era thing when people say, oh, we want the same sound from you all the time. Nah, I don't really think people want the same sound. I just think they want the artist to elevate and get better. If not that, at least keep it at the same sound. At least give us this if you're not going to give us better. I think that's really what it is. So I think you come into the game, not necessarily sounding like other people, but kind of sounding like the status quo, right? Kind of fitting into the status quo. Maybe you have a little bit of a lane as well. That's fine. But rather try to stick to the crowd when you're coming into the game. And then once you start to enter the game, you start to break away now and start to discover your sound and start to do this. Because I feel like if you come into the game with already a pre-established sound these days, I feel like it makes it a bit harder now to continue to deliver that same sound all the time and make it good. I think that's a lot harder than developing new sounds, but still keeping that quality across the board, but not keeping the same sound, if you get what I mean. But yeah, anyway.
Just work on everything else that comes with it, because that is also very useful.
It's true.
But I guess, who am I? It's enough what I think.
Nah, you got some pointers, Machi. You got some pointers. But yeah, I think I said what I really needed to say in that last little segment where I paused. And yeah, I don't think it's right to say some people shouldn't blow up. I think if it's meant to happen, it happens. I just think some people can handle it, some people can't. Some people know what to do with the fame, some people don't. It's not about some people. It's just like, yo, it's just who are you and what are you going to do with your moment? Really, that's what it is. And if you're someone who's going to fumble the moment, then life goes on. It's somebody else's time. Like, if somebody blows up and fumbles, then, hey, bruh, you know, it's the cycle. It keeps going. So anyway, it's been your boy Dwayzeonblaze. Let me leave you guys here and, yeah, check you in the next one.